Hey there, everyone. The doctor is in,
and so is a tired pierogi, who is on the cranky side. So I guess it's a cranky tired pierogi.
So what? You're Donkey Kong's father?
Apparently.
All right, here we go.
Surprise?
He's a big baboon of an ape. Yes.
Capcom.
All right. Turnabout Succession. Investigation Day 1.
Dun dun dun. Who done did it this time?
And that is the whole truth of this case. In order to understand it myself, I had to know the story of these last 7 long years. Nothing happens by chance. All is connected. And now, you stand ready to begin the final chapter of this story. Will the defendant be found guilty or innocent? The decision is yours.
Dun dun dun.
October 7th, 10:37 a.m. Write Anything Agency. Hey, Apollo! Look on TV! Look! Yeah, kinda busy. Oh, look at that! He's the last Grammari, alright. Amazing! Or Grammary. Keep forgetting. Give me just a moment. The game sounds quieter than usual, and I don't know why.
Sounds normal to me.
Maybe I'm just... Maybe it's been too long since my last playthrough that just sounds quieter to me for some reason. He's the last Grammary, all right. Amazing. Apollo, you should be watching this.
Ow, 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 what? What? I was writing about our last case in my journal.
Why was I supposed to write things in records, Apollo, not journals? And why now? That case was 3 months ago.
Hey, it's a long story. I did a lot, you know. I want to vacuum pack the feel of the moment for later. Right now, I'm wowing the crowd by figuring out how Lamrar disappeared.
That's right, Uncle Valet did that illusion too. But you're missing him on TV right now.
I was just getting to the good part. I suppose you should watch a little TV with her. After all, her father's expecting me to look after her while he's away. What you're now seeing is a rehearsal for the greatest magic show on Earth. Happening right here at our very own Sunshine Coliseum. Sunshine Coliseum? Hey, that's where the Gabiners concert was. Only 3 more days until miracles happen here right before your unbelieving eyes. The legendary troupe Grammary is performing for the first time in 7 years.
That's gonna be great. I'm so there. You and Daddy are coming too.
Legendary Grammaries. If Trucy's real father was still alive, he'd be on that stage performing miracles.
I've got the tickets and everything. Here's yours, Apollo.
Ah, you're here, working hard or hardly working?
Oh. I was expecting Valent. Hey, how have you been? Hi there, stranger.
Not exactly the kind of greeting I'd want to hear from my own kid. Oh, he has been gone a long time.
How goes it, Trucy? Here, get a present for you. Yay, pudding! I love pudding. Ooh, it's farm fresh. And not just 1 pudding, but 3 whole cups. I'll have to pace myself. Well, I'm beat. That's right, Daddy. You're on a top secret mission. You gotta take it easy with the secrets, you know. All right, you are.
So, you still can't tell us what your mission is?
Maybe it is time. Has something to do with you, anyway.
Huh? With me?
Ooh, maybe you're getting a top secret mission, too. Maybe you can be one of those guys. A spy.
Can't I just be a defense attorney?
To be honest, telling you about the mission was my whole reason for coming here today.
What?
Tell me. You've heard of the jurist system, yes? Jurist system. That's right, the new legal system everyone's talking about. Have you heard of it, Apollo?
Huh? Maybe.
Maybe not as many people are talking about it as I thought.
Jurist system, huh?
That's what our legal system?
Not quite. So, Daddy, what's this jurist system thing? Well, Trucy, do you know what a jury is? I've heard of it. Isn't that those people who sit in court in those old courtroom dramas? The ones who get to decide if a guy's innocent or guilty. Do you know, Apollo?
Only from TV. It's 12 people chosen from the community, right?
Well, they're thinking about reviving that system. They're calling the new system the jurist system. No more doing whatever you like, Your Honor. Not quite that harsh. The jurists cooperate with the judge. They help analyze the case from different angles. And there will be only 6 of them under the current proposal.
There will only be 6 of them under the current proposal, right?
So that's the difference. Wow, you know your stuff, Apollo. Their findings directly affect the verdict. Hopefully people will start taking the courts a little more seriously now. I feel like I'm on some kind of educational TV show. Starring Dr. Wright. Dr. Wright, his assistant Trucy, and mascot Apollo. Perfect team.
Mascot? Hey! So, what's this secret mission?
The jury system is my mission, more or less. Anyway, keep in mind that new ideas like this system are always risky, Apollo. Too true. Everyone's got an opinion, and they just talk and talk, and nothing gets decided. Kind of like you, Apollo.
I'm not that bad, am I?
In any case, we're going to give it a shot. A test, if you will. I don't like tests. We'll take a case as a sample and choose 6 jurists. I'll be the one helping with that process, incidentally.
Helping how?
Well, for one, I'll be chair of the Jurist System Simulated Court Committee. The chair constructs the ideal situation, choosing the case, the jurist candidates, even the judge in the courtroom. Wow, it's like you have a real job. I was never that good at the piano, to be honest.
Once a lawyer, always a lawyer, I guess.
Trial's tomorrow, by the way. Don't miss it. Trial simulation, that is. Simulation, huh? Sounds interesting.
So what kind of case is the trial simulation about?
Well, since it's the first run-through of a new system, I wanted something simple. Good thinking. No sense wearing yourself out on something too serious.
True.
Case is a murder.
That's not simple at all!
By simple, did you mean that the defendant is... guilty? Yes. Most likely. So, good luck, Apollo.
With what?
With the trial tomorrow. You're defending, of course. Recall that I said it had something to do with you? Go for it, Apollo. It's just a test case anyway. No sweat.
It was not just a test.
Yeah, but there's still a verdict to be decided.
And a potentially serious sentence. The most serious in a worst-case scenario.
You mean the verdict's for real? That's not a test trial, that's a real trial!
All the forms have been filed. There's no turning back now. Trial begins tomorrow at 10 a.m. Hope you can make room in your schedule.
Why am I only hearing about this now?
Ah, yes, there was a change this morning. I picked a new case.
Eh?
Something that happened last night.
Alright, so what case are you going to use?
You really want to know, don't you?
Of course I do. I mean, I'm gonna be defending, aren't I?
If all goes well, then yes. Of course, this is just a test. We wanted everyone to start without preconceptions. A blank slate, as it were.
There's a difference between having a blank slate and just being totally clueless. Whose dumb idea was that, anyway?
Well, mine. Committee chair, remember?
Oh.
Well, if you want to know that badly, I suppose I could give you permission to examine the scene of the crime.
Good. That's better.
But you can't talk to anyone involved with the case.
What? Then how am I supposed to defend?
You let me worry about the details there. Remember, I'm in charge of this trial. All of it.
But you don't want it to backfire, do you?
Apollo, if I am in charge of the whole trial, that means the entire affair is my responsibility, for good or for bad. Just do what you can. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
All right.
I recommend going down to the detention center. Your client's waiting for you. You can ask about the scene there.
You just said I couldn't talk to anyone involved.
Oh, you can talk to your client. If you can get her to talk. Well, time's a-wasting.
Yeah, I want to talk about valid grammar first, thank you.
Hey, Apollo, I know you're all excited about that secret mission, but what about this? The Truth Grammary Grand Magic Show.
Oh, right, the card tricks.
They're not card tricks. They're grand illusions, miracles, the apocalypse, heaven and earth will shake.
So, what, that's 3 whole days from now?
It's at Sunshine Coliseum. Let's go. Let's go today. We can say hi to Uncle Valent.
Have fun.
What? I can't go by myself. You know I'm not very outgoing.
Right.
Why not go with her?
But what about the secret mission?
Ah, don't worry about that. You'll hear about it tomorrow regardless.
I don't trust that smile. He knows something that he's not telling me.
Yippee! And now you can take me to the Coliseum.
I suppose it wouldn't kill me to pop over there.
Ah, Grammary. That reminds me. What's this, Daddy? Isn't that silk hat the Grammary seal? Consider it a birthday present, Trucy. Thanks! It's great! But today isn't my birthday. Good point. What day is it today, Apollo?
Huh? Today? I think it's Recycle Your Plastics Day.
And it's a Recycle Your Plastics present. Yippee! So it's plastic.
I've given up trying to understand them. It's much easier that way. So what is it?
Can I open it, Daddy?
No.
Huh?
You'll need that envelope someday. Someday soon. Don't open it until then.
Oh, why didn't you just hold on to it until then?
Because that would be the logical thing to do. An envelope about the Grammarys, huh? Yeah. I'll start at the detention center, I guess. Frankly, I have no interest in taking Trucy over to see the flying monkeys. That's 20 minutes we've been waiting here. 20 minutes!
Maybe I should complain? I'm sure that guard has better things to do than stand there pretending he doesn't see us.
You know the minute we get angry, the client will show? It always works that way.
Like shouting, "Oh, waiter!" and they're standing right behind you? Oh, guard! Is our client going to be much longer?
What are you talking about? Haven't you already started the meeting yet?
Huh? Dee!
Where'd you come from? Well, anyway, please, have a seat.
I'm nervous, Apollo.
It's the silence. It builds suspense. Why don't you do something, Trucy? You're a magician, aren't you?
That's right. Okay.
I'm the amazing Mr. Hat.
Dee! She passed out!
This magic underwear might have been a better bet.
That's magic panties, Apollo.
Alright, let's take a look at the court record. Maybe we'll get some info on her. Nope, don't have any info on her. Great. Hi. Well, I'm your defense. I really think it has to be fate, you know? And by fate, I mean destiny. Did you know I'm good with astrology? Tell me, what's your sign?
I can tell you mine if you'd like, Apollo.
No, never mind. I just got carried away there. Seem destined to get difficult clients, it seems. So what's your name? Oh, right. I'm supposed to introduce myself first. I'm Apollo Justice.
And I'm Trucy Wright.
I know. This is getting nowhere fast. Hey, I know. Maybe you can tell us what happened. I'm your defense attorney, after all. Anything out of the ordinary happened lately?
Well, the other day, this tourist from out of town stopped to ask me directions.
Later, Trucy. I feel like I need to ask directions myself here. Oh, that was fruitless. Though I think I understand the despair a little better now.
You did good, Apollo.
Now, what's that?
Sculpture, maybe?
Look, she's doing her nails.
What? Are nails more important than defense? Is that it? Let's go, Trucy.
Excuse me. Could you read this?
Sure. I feel like a teenager on a first date. And this is the love letter we passed from desk to desk at school.
Stop looking so wistful and read it, Apollo.
It's a business card with a name and address. Name is Vera Misham. The address is for Drew Studio. And you're giving me this card because... Oh, looks like we're finished here.
I wonder if Drew Studio is the scene of the crime.
Let's go find out. Wow, this looks like... It looks like a studio.
It's like life imitating art, or maybe it's the other way around. But the tape on the ground there, it's a bit jarring.
Yeah, looks like we found our crime scene.
Apollo, look at all those paintings.
Hey, don't touch those.
It's okay, I'm just looking. Huh? Apollo, look at this one.
Looks half finished. You can still see the rough sketch underneath.
That's odd. The rough part doesn't look like the rest of the painting at all.
Yeah, good point. That is odd.
All the paintings have a really different style, too. Ah, I thought I might find you two here. Emma! Long time no see.
Huh? Seems like I run into you far too often.
Bet I know why you're here, too.
You know about the trial simulation tomorrow?
I've heard about it, sure. So Mr. Wright chose you, huh?
We don't even know what the case is about.
Well, he was killed. I mean, the artist who owns a studio, that is. Mr. Drew Measham. Measham. And his daughter was put under arrest.
Yeah, we just saw her at the detention center.
It was funny, though. She seemed more like a victim than the kind of person who could commit murder. You don't say. Well, not even by poisoning? That's how it was done, you know. Poisoning is a common way to get the job done when the murderer is your woman. Poisoning? Anyway, Mr. Wright told me you'd be coming. Feel free to take a look around. I'll just be over here with my snackoos.
Can't talk to anyone related to the case this time around, which means we better find out as much as we can here at the scene. Or else.
So this Drew Measham was some kind of artist? Apparently. He did a lot of illustrations for books, I hear. Had a lot of female fans, too, for what it's worth. Oh? Well, I guess his stuff is kind of pretty. Like that oil painting over there, for instance. Yeah. That wasn't one of his illustrations, actually.
Huh? So it was a standalone painting or something? Is that what she means?
He was an odd bird, Measham. Hadn't shown his face to anyone until the end. What do you mean, to anyone? He was always locked up here in the studio, apparently. His only connection to the outside world was through letters he put in that letterbox there.
Letters? People still write letters?
What do you mean, Apollo?
I mean, when was the last time you wrote a real letter? Don't most people use email and stuff these days?
Well, Mr. Measham couldn't stand technology, it seems. He did everything by mail. Maybe he thought that way was more artistic, you know? In any case, the only person beside him allowed in here was his daughter, Vera. Oh, you mean the killer?
The suspect, please.
We took some fingerprints, of course. The only ones found in the room were Mr. Measham's and Vera's, basically. Basically? Actually, last night, Mr. Measham gave an interview to a reporter for the first time. It happened during the interview, apparently. His first interview ever?
Could you tell us a bit more about what happened the night of the murder? So this woman, Vera, she's Mr. Measham's daughter, right?
Yep, real sickly girl ever since she was little. Hardly ever went outside. She did kind of give off a withdrawn sort of aura. She was homeschooled by her father, apparently. And it was quite a scene when they took her to the detention center. She was screaming about how she'd die if they took her outside.
That does sound like a scene.
At the end, she agreed to leave if she was allowed her good luck charm for company. Her good luck charm? Apparently, she has this charm that magically gives her the courage to go outside.
Why can't I ever get a normal client?
But why would a shut-in daughter kill her own dad? Don't look at me!
So about the poison, it was found to be in his coffee, right?
No, not precisely. Not precisely? What does that mean?
You mean see for yourself, I think.
Like I said, last night was the first time someone from the outside came into the studio. I guess mysterious painters who never go outside make for good articles.
And it just so happened that he died the night of his first interview?
At around 9 p.m. every night, Vera always made him a cup of coffee. Last night he drank his usual coffee and suddenly became violently ill. And died? No, he's living, and he's, currently going to be a witness to how his daughter killed him. She poisoned him on the night of his interview. Wouldn't the reporter see? He wasn't near Mr. Measham when she brought her father his coffee. He was checking out some equipment in the back of the room. Supposedly, that's why she didn't notice he was there. It was the reporter who called the police, in fact.
Wait, but why is she the suspect? If anyone's suspicious, it's the reporter.
Yeah, the reporter never got near Mr. Measham's coffee. Even Vera acknowledges that.
Regardless, I want to know more about this reporter. Alright, looks like we gotta examine the scene. Okay, so... this looks suspicious.
Hey! There's a painting hidden back here.
Hey, you're right.
What if it's embarrassing somehow and you didn't want anyone to see it?
You certainly seemed pleased by the possibility.
Huh, it's so... normal.
It's hardly something to get mad about.
Huh? What is it, Apollo?
Well, doesn't this painting look like... Never mind. I better get a professional opinion on this.
He was secretly Twilight, because he was a forger.
I get it. I imagine this coffee cup was for guests to use. Guests?
Did the police already analyze this cup too?
Not a trace of poison was found on that cup.
So the killer was after Drew Measham alone.
Ah, that's the victim's coffee mug. Aha! So the poison was in here. It's my first time seeing a real poisoned mug of coffee.
I would hope so.
Poisoned coffee? Not exactly, actually.
What do you mean?
No traces of poison were found in the coffee. What? You'll have to figure out the rest yourself. I'm officially not on your side, after all. Yeek! Apollo, that's where the body was. That's the spot where Mr. Drew Measham passed away. He put the coffee mug to his lips, and the next moment...
There's quite a bit of paint on the ground.
See that half-painted painting there? He must have been working on that right up to the moment he died. Wow, a true artist to the end. Or maybe he started a year ago and was procrastinating. Wouldn't mind taking a closer look at those paintings. I just love oils, you know? How they're so thick? Is that the word?
These paints are all dry. I'm just surprised at how different these all are.
Yeah, and what's going on with this half-finished one?
Must have been a work in progress. You can still see the rough sketch below.
That's what's so weird. The sketch part doesn't really fit the finished parts.
I noticed. That is weird.
That letterbox looks funny sitting inside a room like this.
Let's take a look. Empty.
The other half of that letterbox is actually connected to the outside of the studio. Mr. Measham would put his letters in there. And the postman took them away. Impressive that someone still writes letters in this day and age. Or wrote, rather. What's wrong?
No, it just sounded weird and
Okay.
something.
I thought you were curious about something you saw on screen.
Okay, let's move over here then. Let's take a closer look at this desk here. Let's see.
Hey, Apollo, what's this feather thingy?
Isn't that a pen? Like an old-fashioned quill pen?
But it doesn't have a pointy end. That was most likely for sweeping detritus off of the desk. Wow, you sure know a lot, Emma. Bold and scientific, that's my motto.
Exactly what about that was bold or scientific? Is this a journal?
Wow, talk about a clue. Let's read it. What is it, Apollo?
He didn't?
He didn't write the name of the killer, did he?
It's new. He didn't write a single line.
You got me going for a while there. Ooh, cute. Look at the tiny frame, Apollo.
Tiny is right. That thing's barely 2 inches high. What picture would fit in that?
None, apparently. It's empty.
There's no glass in it either. What's it doing sitting on the desk?
This is a lesson for us all. Be sure to check the size when you buy frames.
So this is Drew Measham.
And this little girl must be Vera. Yes, they took that some years ago. They look close. Happy little family.
Until you arrested his daughter.
Look, I was personally against that, okay? Just didn't seem very suspicious, scientifically speaking.
Uh-huh, right.
Hold on, I gotta move my leg a bit.
Alright, now what's this here? This envelope's been opened and resealed.
Ooh, I know how to do that. You take a pot of boiling water and hold the envelope up to the steam. The glue melts and it opens. Cool, huh?
Whoever did this wasn't so delicate.
You're right. Looks like they just ripped it open and stuck it back together. Huh? The postmark on this letter is from 7 years ago.
Why would someone open a letter and then seal it again? I better hang on to this.
Look at all these paints, Apollo. There's so many. He's got like 20 kinds of red. We can repaint your suit, Apollo. How about this shade of green?
That'll be enough of that, thanks.
What is all this equipment here for? Doesn't look very artistic, really. He had everything from a lathe to a laser cutter. Looks like he was ready to work on metals and wood, too. Though his equipment's a bit old, to tell the truth.
Why would a painter need all of this?
From the dust, I'd say he hasn't used this stuff for years.
This corner doesn't fit with the rest of the studio.
Oh, do you think I could borrow this? I'm gonna cut a quarter in half to make a trick coin.
This is a crime scene, Trucy.
But these cost like $50 at the magic shop. Is this desk for painting, Apollo? That would be a drafting table. Drafting? Basically, it's a tool for making precise diagrams. Wow, painting is harder than I thought.
Why would a painter need a drafting table? Was he an architect too? None of this makes any sense.
Because he's a forger.
I was speaking in character.
Alright, so Vera Measham is age 19. Okay. This guy, age 25. Vera Measham, age 52. Okay. Alright, I guess I better spam the court record at her. Oh, wait a minute.
What a pretty business card. Looks like a postcard almost.
And on the back, just her name.
That seems odd to me.
Huh? What does?
Why write your name on the front and back of the card? Why not use the space on the back for a self-portrait or a caricature? Then people would remember what you look like, too.
It's not a bad idea, actually.
Here, give me one of your cards, Apollo.
She's drawing something. Hey, my hair's not that spiky. Alright, first off, let's start by presenting this hidden painting. Oh, Emma, I was wondering about this painting here.
Ah! That one? What about it?
What about it?
Yeah, what about it, Apollo?
Take a closer look at it, both of you. Now look at this one. This is the third painting he was working on.
Hey, they're the same. I was hoping you wouldn't find that. You're right, though. Drew Mishan was copying this painting. Wow, it's pretty good.
Copying a painting? What for?
No one believes me.
That's because no one can hear you.
What?
No one in the game can hear you.
I wasn't talking to the characters.
You said no one believes you.
Yeah, because you don't believe me.
I've played this game before. I know what to believe and not to believe, and I told you I was speaking in character.
Okay. Guys, I'm sorry. My brain is a little mush right now because of this.
Hippo.
Is it
It's a hippopotamus.
a hippopotamus? Is this a... It's not a secondary infection. It's like, what, a tricerary infection?
Wet toilet paper.
No, I always thought my immune system was more like Swiss cheese, full of holes. So does that make it holy?
I think it makes it partially.
Bet Emma could help us out here.
Don't forget, flattery will get you everywhere with her, Apollo. Huh? What are you two whispering about?
Well, I was thinking. I mean, what is it we always do when we run into you at a crime scene? What is we always do, scientifically?
Ah, you know me too well. Okay.
Okay, meaning we can get, scientific now?
Oh, I suppose. Just this once. Bring me anything you find suspicious and we'll check it out. Ah, I gotta present the painting again.
Oh, Emma, I was wondering about this painting here.
Oh, okay, let's... what about it? Yada, yada, yada. Same. Hoping you... Copying the painting, what for? Okay. Alright, let's present this one.
Emma, about this painting.
Oh, that? Quite good, isn't it?
That's not what I wanted to ask you about.
You want to examine it, is that it? I'd be happy to let you if you had a good reason. Without that, sorry.
Guess she wants us to do a little footwork on her own first. For crying out loud.
Okay, so now I'll represent this one. Maybe I was supposed to present them in order. No, never mind. Alright. Alright, let's take a look here. Oh. Paul, look at this painting. You can see the rough sketch.
Oh, looks like it was only half completed.
Huh? That's funny. Did the rough sketch and the finished painting look totally different to you, too?
They do, actually. What's that all about?
Hey, Apollo, this painting, I know it.
Huh? Really?
It's that story where the old woman is doing the wash in the river, and this giant peach comes floating on down.
It might possibly be the strangest thing I've ever heard. Is that a pufferfish?
Apollo, that's clearly a porcupine fish.
They're not the same thing?
You know what gets me? They've got all these needles, right? But what's protecting that soft spot on the lower belly there? Nothing.
Must remember to keep Trucy away from small, round fish. What do we have here? Looks like a person thinking about something.
Maybe they're worried? Like, what should I have for supper? A hot...
Like, what should I have for supper? A hot dog or a hamburger?
You know, I've always wondered about that. Why is there supper and dinner? Are they different meals or the same thing?
Maybe that's what this person's thinking about. Alright, let's take a look at the coffee cup.
Hey, look there! That stain doesn't look so healthy, Apollo. That must be the Blue Mountain stuff we've been hearing about.
Something tell me that even Blue Mountain coffee isn't this blue. No, this stain is probably... Better ask Emma.
Apollo, look! It's been opened once here.
Right. I wonder if there's some way we can see what's inside.
Should I try to get it open and then stick it back shut?
Let's not tamper with the evidence, shall we? I've got a better idea.
Emma, let's ask her.
Alright. So now we present evidence to her. Starting with the coffee cup. Emma, about this mug. There's a pale blue residue on the rim.
Yes, well, it's just a rumor. But I've heard there's a kind of coffee called Blue Mountain.
I'm pretty sure it isn't actually blue, Emma.
Right. Okay, you got me. That's left over from my testing spray. Forensic science. I knew your hobby was behind this somehow, Emma. It's not a hobby. So what kind of scientific stuff were you up to? This spray, that's what. It turns blue when it touches poison.
So the poison that killed the victim was on this mug?
That's right. See? It wasn't in the coffee. The killer applied it to the rim of the mug itself. Wow, science is amazing.
Certainly is helpful. Maybe Emma would be willing to help us out a bit more.
You should try buttering her up, Apollo. They say flattery will get you everywhere.
Certainly worth talking to her a bit more. About poison analysis.
I was afraid you were going to ask about that. See, this solution is used to test for atroquinine. Atroquinine, the deadly poison found in the autopsy.
Uh-oh. I know that spark in her eyes. She's getting excited. Best tread lightly.
It's one of the most virulent poisons, but is absorbed in the body astonishingly slowly. It takes at least 15 minutes from the time of ingestion for adverse effects to show. Oh, and guess what? Recent research has shown...
That's fine, really. We don't need to know all the gory details.
I think I get it. You just spray this stuff on something you want to test, right? Precisely. You can find even the slightest trace of poison with this. I want to try too, Emma. Pretty please? You don't have to ask twice. I already used it on everything suspicious, of course. Yay! Let's give it a whirl, Apollo.
Ah! What are you doing?
I was just seeing if I got a reaction off of you.
How's this for a reaction? Never do that again. I'm not poisonous.
Tell that to those hapless witnesses on the stand.
Let's just get down to checking for real poison, shall we?
What about the microscope?
Something's not right here.
The drafting table, maybe? The mailbox?
Why would the mailbox have poison on it?
I don't know.
Why isn't the coffee cup reacting?
Missed the spot. Hello, Mickey. How are you?
Hey, Mickey!
See, this is driving me nuts because I'm pretty sure I know where the poison is. But it's not reacting. Just chilling with Chibi and typing one-handed so I can cuddle. Gotcha. How is she doing?
Is that the brush?
Wait a minute. Well, I tried the brush. Nothing there. She says she's great. Good. Glad to hear it. Not in the vase. Maybe I just need to go. Too bad, no reaction there.
Sure, Emma checked out all the likely spots. Wait a second.
What is it, Apollo?
Did you spray that little desk over there?
I don't think so. The spray probably can't reach that far, you know?
Let's check it out just to be sure. Rude.
That was rude.
Teek! A reaction, Apollo! Ah! Where? Where? The inside of that cute little frame, look! Oh, would you look at that? Nice going, Trucy. I'm known to work magic.
Never mind that I was the one who found it. Why would the inside of that frame have poison on it? Looks like we found the only other place it was poisoned in any case.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Like, okay, just bear with me here. This table is closer to your point of view than anything over here except for that table. So, whatever, honestly, if I was in charge of this, I would say whoever came up with that particular idea would be fired. Okay, so with that being said, let's see here.
Looks like you have to take this back part off first to put a photo inside.
It'd have to be a really small photo to fit in there.
True, and that pale bluish stain. Why would there be poison on something like this?
Well, there's one obvious reason. Whoever put poison in the coffee rubbed a bit on here, too.
It's not very obvious, Trucy.
Yeah, there's no glass pane on the front. Alright, so let's present this.
Emma, about this.
Oh, that! Yes, why, that's a bright red envelope.
Sure is jumpy.
Someone opened this, didn't they? My lips are sealed.
Your lips are sealed. That's a first. You mean you know what's inside the envelope?
Sure, I read it after all. Ah, you mean you're the one who ripped this open. Ha, please. I would have steamed it open.
But you did sneak a peek at it, apparently.
I know that I have a powerful weapon on my side. Weapon? Yes, the use of tools. Highly specialized tools for information gathering.
Tools I wouldn't mind getting my hands on.
You should try flattering her, Apollo. They say a little praise can open big doors.
Never heard that one, but it's good advice. Let's try talking her to some more. About that envelope we found, I was wondering if you could help us out with that tool you were mentioning.
You want to know about my tool, do you? It's called an X-ray analyzer. X-ray, like the X-rays you get at the dentist? That's right. At least that's what I call it. Huh? It has a real name, but it's much more complicated. The X-ray spectralization... something. How am I supposed to remember all that? So basically it lets you see inside things, like envelopes? That's right. You're so sharp, Trucy. But it's a bit more complicated than that, in practice, of course. Actually, to tell the truth, I'm not really sure how it works scientifically. Can I try it out, Emma, please? Oh, I suppose. Of course, I've already checked out everything suspicious myself. Alright, let's give it a spin, Apollo.
Yeah, but what are you doing?
Just seeing if I could see through your hair, but it's like lead.
Point that thing at me anymore and it might all fall out.
I wouldn't need an X-ray machine to see through it.
Let's just get down to business, shall we?
To defeat the Huns.
Oh my goodness. Right, let's test it on a sample first. Just so happens that I have a lottery ticket here. You set the sample in the device like so.
I don't see anything.
Patience, there's no need to get all antsy. Look at the right side of the screen. That's the layer view of the envelope. Layer view? You've got it set to display the outside of the envelope now, see? Actually, it's quicker to just have you give it a try. Turn that dial there with the right stick for me, would you? That's right, that's how you choose what depth you want to scan. Hey, I got something! See, that's how you can read the letters on the ticket inside. Cool, huh?
Except I can't read them.
Just turn the dial a little more. What you have to understand is that a sheet of paper isn't really flat at all. When you zoom in that much, you see that paper is like a bunch of hills and valleys. Wow, really? This X-ray device uses a beam with a wavelength of only 0.05 microns. It breaks cards down into thin layers so it can only show what's written on that layer.
I'm not entirely following you, but what good is it if you can't read anything?
That's why we go on to step 2.
You're gonna have to use that on the card.
Mm-hmm.
Try rubbing the image a bit, if you would. Rubbing? Like going over the image with the left stick while holding A? There, that fixes the image on the screen. Now turn the dial again just a little. Good, now you can rub this image to fix it, too. Hey, I get it, we just keep doing this till we've got the whole thing. Exactly, not bad. Neat, let's do some more. You know, in case you couldn't tell, this was made for the DS. Okay, let's print this one out. Does this mean I have to buy another one to win?
Well, it's Emma's ticket. Let her buy another one.
It's okay, there's no need. But see, this is the true hidden power of my weapon. Neat, huh? Now let's try it on the real thing, shall we? Okay, let's print this one out.
Mr. Drew Measham have deposited the $100,000 on his designated account. Please send a receipt once you've confirmed the transfer.
Someone deposited $100,000 into Mr. Measham's account? His paintings must be really valuable. There's another page in there. Care to take a look? You bet I do. If you're gonna read someone's mail, you might as well read it all. Here goes with the second page, then.
Let's see. Sign the papers and send in the enclosed envelope with the enclosed stamp within 3 days. I need not remind you to speak of this to no one.
So, it was a letter about payment for one of his paintings.
Well, the secrecy, though.
And what?
Why was this letter the only one in here? It's 7 years old, right?
Maybe it had some special significance to him? Well, Emma? Well, indeed.
She knows something she's not telling us. Looks like she's keeping mum about it. So, Emma, I was wondering, what's the story about this reporter that came here for a story the night of the crime?
I'm afraid I can't tell you because he's going to be a witness tomorrow, I hear. I thought so. I'll never forget that face, but what was his name? Oh, right. Brushel. Brushel?
I mean, yes, that seems to be something to do with Sprouts, right?
The Brushel is his last name.
Oh.
He's after a scoop to sell to the papers.
So a reporter comes for an interview with a painter. His first interview ever, and that night he's killed. Seems strange to you?
Really strange. It does raise a few questions.
I'd like to speak with this reporter if I could.
Well, I hear he's on the beat today, too. He said something about covering a magician.
Magician? Well, if it's not Trucy, that leaves only one other person.
It wasn't Valiant Grammary by any chance, was it? Yeah, something like that. He's got some big show lined up, I hear.
So he's out interviewing Valiant Grammary. Looks like I'll be heading out to that Coliseum again sooner than I thought.
Here, give you that reporter's card if you want.
Spark Brushel, freelance journalist.
I was close.
You were not close at all. For starters, you had the names in the wrong order. In the second place, Spark is the only thing Spark has in common with Sprouts is the position of the letter S. Alright, let's see if this works.
I still think it still has to do something with Brussels sprouts.
No, trust me, it doesn't. She's not letting me examine that one. Alright. So I guess to the Sunshine Coliseum it is. Woohoo! This is it, Apollo! The place where magic and dreams converge.
Just a while ago was the place where murder and nightmares converged.
Let's go say hi to Uncle Valiant.
What about the case?
Only a performer laughs like that.
The young Miss Trucy. How often I hoped we'd meet again, only to tell myself it was an impossible dream.
Uncle Valiant, how's it going? Glad to see you too.
Of course you are. Humility is definitely not one of his stronger traits. Well, Miss Trucy, how does the day find you? If you come to give me flowers, do it after the show, I beg you.
Actually, we came to wish you good luck. And congratulations on your big magic show.
Oh, but it is I who wish to congratulate you. Not everyone is so lucky as to witness miracles such as the ones I shall perform. Yeah, you're amazing. We get the picture. The world will watch in wonderment as Magnifi's illusions are reborn. Here, on stage, by my hand.
Everyone's talking about the big magic show. Is it true that the Gramarye Miracle is back after a 7-year absence?
Miss Trucy, I must apologize. The show and its honor should have been his.
Daddy.
My co-magician in training, Zach Gramarye. If that terrible thing hadn't...
It's okay.
Father was a great magician, Trucy. If you were alive, then I, Valiant Gramarye, would have been proud to stand upon this stage as his assistant.
Thanks, Uncle Valent. You know, I'm happy you're doing the show. I think we get to see the great Magnifi's illusions again.
She really is looking forward to this, isn't she? My mentor, the magnificent Magnifi Gramarye, was a true deity among magicians. The creator god who gave birth to magic and illusions that defied our very imaginations.
I was so little when I last saw one, but I still remember his shows. He did wheelies in a sports car through the air above the audience, and then sped off to outer space faster than the speed of sound.
Guessing that memory was a bit embellished. For 7 long years, the world has been waiting for a miracle to match his. As heir to the Gramarye Troupe's secrets, it falls to me to provide one. It is my God-given destiny! Yes, you, nameless face who speaks for the nameless masses. How can I help you?
If the world was waiting, why did you hold off for 7 long years?
It appears the lad is uninformed. Perhaps you've heard of the magic known as law, which governs our land.
I have, though I'm not sure it qualifies as magic.
The performance of Magnifi's miracle was impossible. A certain law prevented it for 7 years, but no more.
7 years. That phrase sure likes to pop up, doesn't it?
And why is that?
A little matter called performance rights, Miss Trucy.
Can you tell us about these performance rights?
Magnifi's magic relied on an incredibly innovative idea, a trick, if you will. That trick was considered as property and as such was protected by property laws.
Intellectual property, maybe?
Magnifi knew this and bequeathed it in his will. To one person.
You mean him?
Yes, Miss Trucy was your father. Zach Gramarye was the inheritor of the Gramarye Miracle.
Daddy.
Yet, as you well know, he's gone. He disappeared suddenly 7 years ago.
Alright, good night, Chibi.
Night, Chibi.
I think I see where this story is going. Once a person is classified missing for a certain period of time, they are considered legally deceased, correct?
In all absoluteness, those in rolled-up sleeves conceal your competence well, young man. That certain period of time of which you speak is 7 years.
Ah.
Yes, Miss Trucy, though it pains me to say it, this past spring, April to be precise, was the time your father was legally declared deceased. In the absence of a formal will, the secrets of our mighty mentor Magnifi passed to me. This was in fact stipulated in the will by Magnifi himself.
Is that how it works, Apollo?
Yeah, it's called death in absentia. He's declared missing, permanently.
Daddy.
Okay. So, a journalist was here on a story?
All eyes in the universe are upon my stage. All pens seek to commit its mysteries to paper.
His name was Brushel.
Brushel.
I think he remembers him.
He doesn't look too happy about it.
Brushel. That cloying smell of mint when he smiles, yes.
Could you tell us more about him? What did he want?
A man by that name called on me just now.
Just now?
Valent's vision is always toward tomorrow. Valent's feet step always forward. That is all.
That's all. Very confusing.
I am to perform a big magic show, yes? I wanted someone to cover it. Yet he had ears only for that incident.
That incident?
In any case, I requested that the rapacious reporter remove himself. So a painter has died. What of it? It's but a footnote in the footlights compared to the magic of gramarye.
Uncle Valent, do you know where the reporter went?
I recommended he visit that place popular with penalized perpetrators. The detention center? He was a rude individual. Might I see that card? Sure. You would tear apart my respectability, I will tear apart him.
Ooh, here it comes, Apollo. Uncle Valent's big magic trick.
Is he gonna fix the card? I'm sure that qualifies as big magic.
What happened to the big magic?
Is it not more miraculous for it to stay ripped? It's really not like that journalist. Alright, well, to the detention center. Ah, you're here to see Vera Misham? Yes, that's right. She's in the medical office at the moment.
Medical office? Is she okay?
She's just lying down, said she didn't feel so good. Sorry, but I can't allow any meetings at the moment. Most annoying client ever.
Guess we should come back.
Guess we didn't finish everything at Sunshine Coliseum. Alright, so... A challenge, is it? You want me to make that disappear? Very well, give it to me. No, thanks. Are all magicians like this?
Apollo, what was that look just now?
I was just thinking how hard it is to get any information out of a magician. Nope. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know what else I would present him. Yeah. Alright, let's go back to Drew's studio. Maybe I can pull something more out of Emma here. Alright, let's see. Present. What about the letterbox? Emma, I was wondering if you could take a look at this.
Look, I'm a detective. A detective! You can't just ask me any old thing and expect an answer, okay? I think you need to be a little more focused in your inquiries. Scientific, even.
Somehow I knew she'd get around to science. Did I? Let's take a closer look at this desk here. Oh, I must have missed that one. Something about the way that figure is posed.
I've seen that pose before. It's you, Apollo. See, you're making one of your flamboyant gestures.
Please, I'm a professional. I don't know why it's posed like that. Coincidence?
I think not.
Okay, now I've got everything. Alright, so... let's present the frame again. Emma, I was wondering if you could take a look at this. Oh, shoot. Okay, never mind. We already presented the red envelope, coffee cup. Are we gonna test for... are we gonna test for poisoning again? Why not, just to be sure.
But you found your clue already, isn't that enough? This stuff isn't cheap, you know. I bet she doesn't have a lot of spending money.
But she spends it all on snackoos.
I would use it.
Alright. Okay, we know it's a copy.
What about the business
suppose we could present that to her. Emma, I was wondering if you could take a look at this. Ow.
How do we get to the scanning part? Like the scanner part.
Alright. There's something I'm missing here. I feel like... I've already examined everything I can on this thing. Forensic science. I was hoping we could do a little forensics work.
I suppose, if we must, just this once.
You're not helping me. Alright, that does it. Alright, turning story mode on. Okay, so we need to move to the right. Anything energy to see? Oh, we need to move to Sunshine Coliseum. And we need to present something. Okay, so. Alright. Okay, turning off story mode. Okay, so that one's no good. Alright, what about the forgery in progress? That one's also no good. Business card is no good. Red envelope? Nope. Red envelope's no good. Tiny frame. I mean, I don't see why he would know anything about that. Grammary envelope? I was wondering if you could tell me about this. Why, that bears a grammary seal.
Uncle Valet, is something wrong?
Trucy, where did you get this?
Huh? Daddy gave it to me.
Your daddy! My partner, Zach Grammary.
No, my other daddy, Phoenix Wright.
Why now? Why would your Lord Daddy? Lord Daddy? It's kind of stretching the whole archaic thing a bit. The signature upon the back, do you recognize it? That belongs to none other than Zach Grammary.
What? Daddy signed this?
Might I be so bold as to open it? I'm sorry, but I can't let you do that. What is in this envelope, I wonder? Now the time has come when I must return to make my prestidigitation preparations. By your leave, Miss Trucy?
Thanks, Uncle Valet.
3 days from now, make ready for a miracle. What do you think that journalist was after? Why did Valet react like that to this envelope?
I think it's time to pay the detention center another visit.
I think I hear what you're saying. We're all doing it for the money. End quote.
No, not at all.
Looks like someone's already meeting here.
Maybe that reporter?
Hey there! How you doing? Who might you be? Sorry, we didn't know someone was already here. I'm Apollo Justice, attorney at law. Talk about a nervous monkey. You're Justice, you? Know me?
Do I know you? Of course I know you. Stares down witnesses on stand till they spill beads. End quote.
That's not true. What's he writing?
Are you a reporter by any chance?
Whew, you're Trucy.
Eh? Am I famous?
Oh yeah. Trucy Wright hates carrying a bag. That's everything she owns in her panties. End quote.
Tee! That's so not true!
Just hold on to your breeches there. I'll wrap up this interview in a jiffy.
Interview?
So, guard, I think I know what's going on here. Guarding rooms is my life. What else could I possibly need? End quote.
No, how many times do I have to tell you this? Look, I've got work to do. You deal with him.
Did you come here to interview the guard?
Hooey, what a pickle. The Qs wouldn't talk. Had to interview someone and go plumb crazy. End quote.
Huh?
I should have guessed.
Where are my manners? Name's Brushel, Spark Brushel. I'm not picky. A journalist just closes eyes, writes. End quote.
What is that nauseatingly strong mint smell every time he grins?
Till you've been interviewed by me, you don't know what thrilling is. Wild romp through the crossroads of mayhem, madness, end quote.
I can see that. He's writing something again. Well, if he's a reporter, maybe he knows something.
So, Mr. Brushel, you're a journalist?
Me? Look, let me state one thing for the record here.
Yes?
I'm the interviewer, you understand, yeah? I'm the one asking the questions here, end quote.
Okay.
For instance, you think a movie director watches movies?
Well, I think he probably does.
Exactly, I knew you'd understand.
Huh?
So, the night of the murder, you were at Drew's studio?
Who, me? Look, let me state one thing for the record.
Yes?
I may look calm and collected, but I'm busy, real busy, always on the road. Journalist always buys one-way tickets, never looks back. End quote.
I can understand that philosophy, but...
You want to know the thing about one-way tickets? Once you use them, they're gone. All because you have to give them to the guy at the airport.
True enough. Don't they give normal tickets away too?
Exactly, see? It's the same thing.
What is? So, you went to do a story on Drew Measham, and he'd never had a story done about him before?
That's right. Look, let me state one thing for the record here.
What?
I'm sure you're gonna want to know about my source. What tipped me off to Drew? Why do the interview in the first place?
Oh, yes.
Look, it's like... Oh, I got it! Say, there's this burger joint with fabulous ketchup. You think the burger guy's going to tell me where he got it?
At the supermarket, maybe?
Exactly, see? That's what I'm talking about.
I think I may have actually understood that one.
Well, there's nothing I can talk about, really. Walls have ears, eyes especially. Glass walls with speakers, end quote.
Right, guess we'll leave then.
But since you're here, might as well tell you a tidbit of news I saw, just for the heck of it.
Sure, tell us, just for the heck of it.
I remember it like it was yesterday. I'd seen a movie on a trip and I wandered into this burger place with amazing ketchup when an article in a tabloid caught my eye. Famous oil painting stolen from art dealer's gallery, end quote, I believe it was.
An oil painting?
Happens every day, right? But I thought I'd seen that painting somewhere before. Painting of a giant peach floating down a river.
Someone stole an oil painting of a giant peach.
Journalists can smell scope better than burgers, end quote. Alright, let me go on the record here.
Yes?
I know what you're gonna say. Brushel, take this, write brilliant column, end quote.
I don't think so.
Look, buddy, I write brilliant columns about one thing, and that's food. Try to understand.
What could he possibly be writing? He didn't listen to a word I said.
Okay. Never mind. So now that we know more about James and the Giant Peach here. Well, how'd it go? Find anything out?
Actually, there was one thing I wanted to check with you.
But what's with that scary face you're making?
What's with the I know something but I'm not telling face you've got going, Emma? Wrong button. Emma, about this painting.
Oh, that? Good. Quite good, isn't it?
It's not what I wanted to ask you about.
You want to examine it, is that it? I'd be happy to let you if you had a good reason. But without that, sorry.
She wants us to do a little footwork on our own first.
I have a good reason. What more do you want from me?
Okay, let's try the hidden painting. This painting came from behind that dresser.
Yes, so?
It was stolen, no?
I was hoping you wouldn't figure that out.
You think you could tell us a bit about this?
I suppose. It's what you think. Drew Measham was a forger.
I told you he was really into Twilight.
And I told you, I've played this game before. I can neither confirm nor deny these things ahead of time.
I know, but I called it.
A forger?
You're kidding me.
No, she's not. Sorry.
I guess the artist was in his twilight years. So, what exactly is a forger? Well, basically, it's someone who makes forgeries. Fakes, in other words. Fakes? Copies of an original. Exact copies, so precise you can't tell them apart. Oh, why not just photocopy them? The big problem with forgeries is that people try to sell them as the real article. It's a crime, of course. So Drew Measham was a criminal? I'm afraid so. He received money to create elaborate forgeries, to supplement his work in illustration, I guess.
I see.
Actually, that's why I brought this here in the first place.
What do you mean?
When you're trying to determine if a painting is a forgery, the rough sketch underneath can be a valuable clue. So the rough sketch is like practice for the real thing. Like doing a magic trick in front of a mirror before you go on stage. But not in the case of a forgery. Not necessarily, anyway. You know what the finished product is going to look like, after all? I mean, you know what the finished product is going to look like, after all. Oh, yeah, I guess you would. That's why I brought this. I'm going to use it to see what's under the paint of the finished pieces.
I get it now.
Not that I really needed to go such lengths. Seeing as how one of the paintings was only half finished anyway. Still, it'd be neat to see Mr. Measham's rough sketches. Kind of like what he was drawing when he thought no one was looking.
True. That would be interesting. And maybe valuable for a case.
You should try buttering her up, Apollo. Flattery will get you everywhere, they say.
Maybe I should ask Emma to help us out.
Okay, now let me present.
I kind of wanted to see the rough sketch under this painting. And I was wondering if your tool there might do the trick?
Oh, fine, fine. Just this time, though. Let's check it out. Okay, let's print this one out.
What the heck?
Wow, he really blows. The finished painting isn't anything like the rough. Devices like mine didn't exist until recently. He probably thought he could draw any sort of thing he wanted to for the rough. What do you mean? Well, in the past, you could only analyze the composition of a rough sketch. Composition? In other words, the traces of charcoal between paint and canvas. So you could tell if there had been a rough sketch, but not what it looked like.
Ah, I think I follow you. So in essence, it wouldn't matter what was underneath the finished painting.
Some pros would actually paint out a rough sketch entirely. Then do a completely new painting on top of that. So Mr. Measham was drawing whatever he wanted before painting over them? Possibly. Is there a problem with that?
Not particularly, but something about the sketch itself is kind of odd.
So you can say that it's sketchy.
Yes. You're awfully silent all of a sudden, Paulo.
Think we could check out one of the other paintings?
Oh, sure. You like this detection stuff, don't you? Okay, let's print this one out.
This one too.
What's wrong, Apollo? You look so serious all of a sudden.
You think I could just look at the last of these?
Fine by me. Knock yourself out. Okay, let's print this one out.
What the heck is all this?
I hesitate to ask why you're getting so excited. You sure your device isn't leaking some kind of strange radiation?
Trucy, look at these 3 sketches. Do you notice anything?
Oh, that was from the first case. That's the second case. And that's the third case. The last case.
Ah! They're... Now you're both white as sheets. What's going on?
These sketches are of the 3 cases I worked on.
What?
The murder in the poker room at the Borscht Bowl Club. The dead man pulling the noodle stand. And then... the events that transpired during the Gaviner's concert.
What could it mean? How could he have drawn those things? And why?
That's what I want to know.
Wait, is Drew Measham your father?
Give me a break. Does that even seem remotely possible to you? I'd never even heard of any Drew Measham before. I hadn't even seen a picture of him. They were my cases, drawn on his canvas. Every single one of them. It couldn't have been a coincidence. Just who was this Drew Measham? And what did he have to do with me?
So I have a hunch that it's Gavin's brother.
Drew Measham being Gavin's brother?
Yeah.
Did you not see the picture of Drew?
Apparently not.
Because he looks nothing like either of the Gavins.
Well, she's connected somehow.
Quite possibly. Alright, let's see here. Alright, we're going to give Charles Q. Banks a raid. At least we would if he wasn't on a coffee break. Okay, well...
coffee break this late in the day?
Well, it says return restroom/tea/coffee break, but, you know. Let's see. Who do I... No, I haven't raided him in the last month, so it's not often that he and I are streaming around the same time, so we'll go ahead and give him a raid regardless.
Silent raid. Ooh, I like that.
Alright. Anyway, I should be able to stream Nier Automata this Sunday. We had other things happening that ended up precluding me from doing so hope to see you then, and then we'll be continuing this next Wednesday. In the meantime, this is Dr. Novelle signing out for the evening.
Hey.
Y'all have a good one. We will begin the raid in 4, 3, 2, 1.
Blast off!